not quite sure if we're live yet. Looks like we're live. It looks like we're live. I'm just gonna go ahead and proceed. Awesome. Alright, looks like we're live on YouTube. Facebook stream, something's up with that. It doesn't want to cooperate tonight, so sorry Facebook guys, maybe we'll stream for you tomorrow. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm not seeing much of a crowd on YouTube just yet. I did make an announcement. So markets are bubbling, right? It's kind of episode 3. I want to apologize for not having streamed a whole lot recently. I've been moving, yeah, I'm all set up now, ready to get back to streaming. So the QQQ, right? I did say this was in a bubble. Last couple of weeks, right? We've been chasing this bubble. If you go to the weekly, it's pretty clear in a hyperwave, right? I went over this hyperwave a few times. We're in phase 4. Currently, you know, there was this resistance, the weekly resistance. Oh, let me move that over, right? And the chart just cleared it. So next target for me on the Q is 285, and that might seem ridiculous. We're at 258 today, but that's just how bubbles work, right? We got to use fibs, and I've had these fibs on here for a while. I'm not gonna like take them off and redraw them unless you guys really want me to. Like Kevin, what's up? Let me go ahead and cover what I want to cover, and then I'll go ahead and take all the questions. But so the QQ is it's the tech index, right? So tech is booming. We're seeing a big like Tesla's up, right? Microsoft, Apple. Let's go look at Apple. I haven't looked at Apple today. But look at that, right? It's booming. It's up at the next target, right? So 399 is the next bubble target on Apple. Tesla is also shooting up. So we are in a bubble, believe it or not, right? Look at Tesla's at 1300 right now. The next fib target on this, we're just going to use that last range extension. This thing's going to 1680, and literally it's just going to rip there. There's zero resistance, right? It's parabolic, right? So we could, the shorter term fibs, yeah, it's going 1900, right? So I prefer the smaller range extensions, these really constricted guys right here. And you're looking at 1500 markers, so you can go ahead and do that, put it on log, just kind of tying up the chart. So we're in a bubble, right? Last time we were in a bubbly environment was 2016 going into 2017. We were in a risk-on market cycle. And what's up, Paris? And what that did is it set BTC in a massive bull run. I've covered, you know, the risk-on correlation on asset classes, right? And BTC and the SPY. Back then, I wasn't looking at the Q paper. And we go ahead and they're spawning read cycles, right? And there's a link to this in the video description, but there's a strong correlation, right? When we're in a risk-on environment, that's when Bitcoin likes to go. Some people like to blame it on the halving. I personally don't. You want to see all these correlations, like the October 31st resistance break on the S&P set off BTC and a massive bull run going from 700 to the top, right? All the way to the top. There was a 2016 break, and then there's been several of these breaks, right? And we've timed them all. We went from 95 to 900, and then up to like 1,000 on BTC previously. So there's a link to this in the description, and I do think BTC is almost ready to rally, right? It's gonna go to Coinbase, BTC. During the last couple of weeks, it's just been super sideways, right? And there's really been nothing to do. And what I've done, right, is we're just longing support. Hedge up high, long support, and just wait for the break, because this thing's going to break one way or another. And during the sell-off a few days ago over the weekend, I put up these fibs. And what's really holding the chart up is 88.43. There is a fib level there, and that's the 50% based on this bearish retracement, right? So the minute we get a good close above 10.6, then we're really going to go ahead and set off into a run. I've got a target at 16.8 would be a BTC bullish target, and then the next one below is going to be 12,359, and these targets have not changed. These targets have not changed since we've made that swing low. I did say we did hedge a few times, right? We did hedge, and we had literally 2 targets since the massive sell-off. If you guys have been following our streams for a while, or if you guys have been in VIP, since the massive sell-off in a few months ago, the COVID sell-off, right? We were targeting 10,000, which was the 61.8 of this big that got destroyed, right? 7,900 right there. So now, do you think we're just going consolidating sideways? BTC tends to do this, right? Looking at the weekly chart, before we get a run, we get this like really strict constriction, just a lot of chart noise for weeks. Let's go ahead and just do a date range. 63 days, 56 days of going sideways. And that's kind of expected, right? And if you're trying to trade the chop or scalp or whatever, I think there's better opportunities in the market and markets in general, and we're trading options and we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna pull up some of the to the moon stuff. Some of the posts. Crypto God has been crushing it. Deadly Medley just posted some BitMEX row. Go ahead and kind of just move that up a bit, right? And this is what's been going on, behind the scenes. I'm not sure what that is, but he's pretty much long on everything. But then, we're buying calls for 600. Now they're at 15. That's a pretty pricey one. But I mean, $500 positions are turning into $2,600, right? We're in a bubble. We're in a full-time bubble, guys, and you got to get in on this, right? If you're not doing it, this is also a traditional market. This was FedEx, 800% in like overnight. It was pretty legendary. So big thank you to the team, right? This is actually my equity curve on Robinhood. I'm up 1,000% in a month. That was just June. That's what happens when you see a bubble and you position yourself and you get ready for it, right? And I think we did a pretty good job getting people ready. Let me go back to the chat. BTC is gonna lag, right? But once it breaks, it's gonna be all hell. I don't know what's gonna hold these bears back. More interestingly, let's look at ETH/USD, because ETH/BTC is running. It's running hard. ETH/USD is at resistance. It's literally at freaking resistance. It could go higher, but I am eyeing. I think I was using Phantom on here, and there's a 260 level that needs to be cleared. Okay, definitely not the weekly Phantom, but 372, 345 on the daily, 720, nope, 240, 360, Jesus. What does that put us? At 263, yeah, so this is more like, so we're not quite at that linear resistance that I was just highlighting on the daily. That is going to be at 250, right? And then 263 would be the Phantom zone. What did Phantom do on like the 6 hour previously? It asked for a hedge, and then down here that's a bullish rejection, and now we're creeping back up. So if we get a retest to like 235, 232, and chart remains bullish, that would be a good spot to add long. And if somebody's not long and they're looking along, along the pullback, don't ever buy up candles. That's what I tell all our margin traders. Don't ever buy an up candle. Buy the down candles. How are you doing? Question about Phantom RBI needs 15-minute time frame to drop top line the triangle RBI Top also 15, keep rising. 15-minute ETH USD. So, I mean, Phantom's gonna catch a lot of rejections, right? If you've been using it to trade ETH on the hourly, let's just say you got stopped out here, long bullish rejection, shorted, took profit, right? Long bullish, shorted. Oh, you can't see what I was just talking about previously. So you get started on the retest, stop, take profit short, down in here that's bullish, so long, right? Short, and then maybe take a long down here or take this long. You're saying, hey, there's a lot of red triangles on the sell. So these are going to be, no indicator is going to give you 100% accuracy, right? What did happen here is we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 trades, right? If you miss 1 out of 5, you get stopped out on 1 out of 5, maybe you're going to get a breakout. No chart's always going to remain in range, right? So now we're seeing a divergence. Here RBI was not divergent, right? You're just seeing higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. And then the KD is wide open, right? There's no bearish KD cross here. So that should insinuate that there's likely going to be continuation because there's 0 divergences. The momentum's picking up, momentum's building. We're up here. It's not always going to negative Phantom, right? There will be breakouts. But the fact that Phantom gave us 1, 2, 3, these are take profits, remain short, long, plenty of profitable signals throughout this whole area. All right, it's great for navigating the chop, right? I mean, there's not one bad signal through here. Then we get up to the breakout. The chart's not always going to take a turn, especially with everything else being bullish right now. Looks like Facebook stream just now picked up. I'm just gonna click live. How do you do a watch short? Alright guys, it just shut down the VPN and kind of raw dogging the internet. So my next target is going to be that 0.23, right? Next 61.8 and then 0.4 say. Can I please look at SXP and Riot? SXP, I would not touch this. I would not touch this. I don't know what this is. I would stay clear. What the heck's going on with the stream? Looks like we're back up. It's gonna keep cutting out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep streaming. SXP rate, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that. Alright, so the next chart, you guys just Oops.